Hey all, welcome back. Today we're diving into the world of poke bowls, and I have touched Japanese cuisine quite a bit in my cooking career during my student years, and I've worked at a number of Japanese restaurants and I got pretty good at a lot of these techniques. So there's quite a bit of knowledge that I can share with you over this video and a number of other videos where I'll be talking more into the world of sushi rice seasoning, pickling ginger, maybe making your own sushi at home. And to really master all this stuff, it really takes a lot of practice, and you have to really be good at these little elements that's needed to make a dish. Now, I have to admit, sushi rice is an art in itself. Some people spend years in a authentic Japanese kitchen just perfecting sushi rice. Granted, when I was at my first sushi restaurant, it was only a couple of weeks, but I was always emphasized how important it is to get that rice perfect. Now, I've cooked the rice according to the package directions. I have to make sure that it's not completely mush. There should still be a bit of a bite. And then the rice seasoning goes right in. And the technique to mix it is to not smash it, not to cut the rice, but to literally kind of fan it the way that I am right now. Now, in this case, it's a very little amount of rice. But if you're making double, triple this, then you need to have a larger container where you put all the cooked rice in one corner as you slowly incorporate that rice seasoning. Now, poke, which actually means cross-section, referring to how the fish is cut in this dish, are actually fantastic and can be a part of a nice, healthy, light diet, depending on how much toppings and how rich the toppings are that you're using. Also, depends on the amount of poke you're having. But it is a great source of fiber, protein, and all kinds of healthy fats. And while technically the only cooking required is making the rice, you can batch a big portion of rice so that then all you have to do is enjoy that summer, stay cool, and enjoy this essentially cool poke bowl lunch, dinner, snack, whatever you want. But we'll be diving deeper into those individual elements like the ginger, the rice, making the rice seasoning, let's say teriyaki sauce, in other videos because the world is just too big. Today, let's focus on the fish and the protein that I'm using in this video, which is salmon, which I have cubed into really even pieces. You're gonna add in your soy sauce here. This is light soy sauce. Then for some heat and also some color, some sriracha sauce. Then some more rice wine vinegar, or you can even use a bottled rice seasoning for sushi rice. And then some more of that sesame oil in the salmon as well. And I need to add some ginger and garlic, which is finely chopped, along with some sesame seeds, white and black, and then green onions. And you just have to mix this all really well. If you're thinking about tuna, while that's a great option for a poke bowl, where I live in Ottawa, I talked to a number of butchers, and at least in my area, it's very hard to get tuna at commercial grocery stores. And what you get, I've been told you can't trust. So I don't know what the deal the restaurants have with the suppliers, but hit me up, and if I can get my hands on the tuna, I have all kinds of things I can show you with that. Salmon, though, is much more readily available, and even if you cannot find salmon that says sushi grade on the packaging, there are things you can do to make it safe for raw consumption. See, the concern with having raw salmon from a grocery store that does not mention sushi grade is that it could contain bacteria or parasites that can get you very sick. But see, the trick to getting over that hump is to freeze that salmon at -4 degrees Fahrenheit, or I think -20 degrees Celsius, for at least 7 days. And that makes it much safer to eat that salmon raw. But you still have to keep more things in mind. Like the salmon that you buy should not smell fishy, should not have any bad odors. Either let it thaw naturally in the fridge or under cold running water. Otherwise, there's no point freezing it for 7 days and then letting bacteria and parasite grow back in it by just leaving it at room temperature. That's just being very reckless. And of course, handle everything with care to avoid cross-contamination, which includes storing it appropriately in the refrigerator. Getting these cucumbers ready, very easy. I'm adding in a touch of chili flakes, some sesame oil. I really like how this flavors everything so potently. And then finally some rice wine vinegar. And the key is to chill the cucumbers, the salmon in the fridge, that when you serve, everything's at the right temperature. Now, what's awesome about a poke bowl is it's just so versatile. You can really put whatever on it. And while this is one way of assembling your poke bowl, there are hundreds of different ways to do this. Now, all these various ideas, iterations, permutations of toppings, whatever I can think of, I'll be linking that on the website with the full recipe with all the detailed instructions. So check that out. Also, please do me a favor and follow me on my Instagram account, cooking.with.anadi. I don't know if you know this yet. I did make a video about this a couple of months ago, maybe a year ago now. But my original account at Cooking with Anadi was hacked, and this scumbag hacker has not given me my account back. So I just want to get all my followers from that account to my new account, so spread the word. And now comes the fun part, assembling everything together for this poke bowl. I'm starting off with a generous portion of the sushi rice and then the cucumbers, which are amazing, by the way. Then a nice portion of your salmon. And then goes a seasoning that really changed my life, furikake. On goes some edamame, then some freshly cut avocado, some crinkles and strips of nori or seaweed, a touch of pickled ginger, and yes, I'll be making a video on how to make this as well. There's a lot of little components which all need a lot of work to put everything together. Then top it off with your homemade spicy aioli. I already have a recipe for this. Make sure to check it out. Don't go overboard with it. I generally just went over the rice. And then we finally finish with some microgreens. In this case, these microgreens are from radish. Now this truly looks like a gem, and I'm sure yours will turn out amazing as well, as long as you're using fresh ingredients and you put some love into it. Now, if you want more poke bowl ideas, or if you want to get into the world of sushi, there's a particular type of sushi that you want me to make, a particular genre of sushi like nigiris, sashimis. I'm kind of scared of sashimis, honestly. The idea of having a block of raw fish just does not settle in my stomach, so maybe don't request that, but everything else is on the table. I hope you all enjoyed this one, and I'm looking forward to sharing more similar recipes in the future, so stay tuned.